Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Durga Rifki Ardita, and my student ID is 224111212. Here, I will discuss the psychological aspects of training and development for the workforce. This topic is crucial because, in developing workforce skills, companies not only focus on techniques or tools, but also on the psychological factors that influence how individuals learn and grow. How do motivation, perception, and an individual's learning style affect training outcomes? Let's explore this in more detail. Before we begin, let's understand why psychological aspects are vital in training. When a company invests in training and development, the goal is to improve employee performance and skills. However, without considering psychological elements, the results of the training are often suboptimal. Understanding psychological aspects can help companies increase employee motivation. If employees feel that the training is beneficial and relevant, they will be more motivated to participate and apply what they learn. Build a positive learning culture. When training accommodates psychological needs, employees are likely to have a more positive attitude towards learning and self-development. Encourage knowledge retention. Training programs designed with psychological aspects in mind often result in better knowledge retention because the learning methods align with individual learning styles. Psychological factors influencing training success. 3 to 6 minutes. Visual. Display a list on screen such as motivation, perception, learning styles, and adaptation. Add light animations as each factor is explained. Now, let's discuss some key psychological factors that influence training success. Intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Motivation is the key to training success. Intrinsic motivation comes from within, such as the desire to grow and achieve. In contrast, extrinsic motivation comes from outside, like rewards or recognition from the company. Employees with intrinsic motivation tend to be more enthusiastic during training, while extrinsic motivation can push them to take it more seriously. Perception of training. Perception is how someone evaluates something. If employees believe that training is relevant to their work, they will be more engaged. Conversely, if they see training as a burden or unimportant, they are likely to participate less. Individual learning styles. Everyone has different learning styles. Some learn more effectively through visuals, others understand better by listening, and some need hands-on practice. Knowing these learning styles is crucial for tailoring training methods to be more effective. Adaptation and stress management skills. Participating in training, especially with new or challenging material, can cause stress for some people. The ability to manage stress and adapt to change will affect how employees absorb and apply the material. Techniques to enhance training effectiveness by utilizing psychological aspects. 6 to 9 minutes. Visual. Display various training forms, such as group discussions, games, or work simulations. So, how can companies leverage these psychological aspects in their training programs? Here are some techniques that can be used. Active and interactive learning approaches. Active learning, such as group discussions, games, or work simulations, can engage employees more. With this approach, employees find it easier to understand new concepts as they are directly involved in the learning process. Providing psychological support. It is important for companies to create a supportive environment. For instance, offering mental support to employees when they face challenges in training. Employees need to feel that they can ask questions without fear of being blamed or feeling ashamed. Providing constructive feedback. Positive and constructive feedback can build employees' self-confidence. When they receive clear and useful feedback, they will better understand what they need to improve and feel more valued. Applying gradual learning techniques. Some employees may need time to grasp complex material. Providing gradual training, where material is presented slowly and step by step, can help employees absorb information more easily. Accommodating different learning styles. By offering various methods, such as videos, presentations, and simulations, companies can support individual learning styles. This can enhance the overall effectiveness of the training. For example, a manufacturing company experienced increased productivity after implementing training focused on psychological aspects. Previously, training was only conducted through presentations, but then they adopted interactive approaches, such as job simulations and group discussions. With this method, employee motivation and participation increased, ultimately positively impacting their work outcomes. Measuring training effectiveness with psychological aspects. One of the challenges in training and development is measuring its effectiveness. In this context, it is important to integrate the measurement of psychological aspects. Companies can use surveys to evaluate employee motivation levels, their perceptions of the training, and their satisfaction after participating in the program. By analyzing this data, companies can make necessary adjustments to future training programs and ensure that psychological aspects remain a primary focus. The role of leaders in creating a positive psychological environment. Good leadership significantly influences training success. Leaders should model fostering a positive learning culture. By providing moral support and creating an open atmosphere, leaders can help employees feel more comfortable learning and asking questions. Leaders also need to show appreciation for employees' efforts in training, which can strengthen their motivation and commitment to self-development. Strategies for addressing employees with high stress. Some employees may experience high stress while participating in training, especially if they feel pressured to quickly grasp new material. To address this, companies need to provide resources such as counseling sessions or stress management workshops. By providing tools to manage stress, employees can focus better and be more open to learning, thereby enhancing overall training outcomes. The role of technology in supporting psychological learning. With technological advancements, companies now have access to various tools that can enhance the training experience. For example, online learning platforms that provide interactive content can help meet different learning styles. Technology also allows for more flexible training, enabling employees to learn at times that are most convenient for them. This can increase motivation and information retention as employees feel they have control over their learning process. Case study: success of psychology-based training programs. For instance, a technology company successfully improved team performance after implementing training that focused on psychological aspects. By involving employees in the training design process and applying diverse learning methods, the company achieved significant results. Employees felt more engaged and had a sense of ownership in the learning process, positively impacting their performance on the job. The future direction of training and development. In the future, it is crucial for companies to continue adapting to the latest developments in psychology and education. Paying attention to psychological aspects is not just a trend, but a necessity in building a resilient and adaptive workforce. By integrating psychological understanding into training strategies, companies will not only improve productivity but also foster a healthier and more harmonious work environment. This will provide long-term benefits for both employees and the company as a whole. In conclusion, understanding the psychological aspects of training and workforce development is essential. By considering motivation, perception, learning styles, and psychological support, companies can create training programs that are not only effective but also beneficial for employees' mental well-being. I hope this video is helpful and assists you in recognizing the importance of psychology in the realm of training and development. That's all from me. Walaikum salam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.